Let him laugh, let him weep, let him yell, let him sing. All they wanna say. Let him lay me traps and men to pray to Jehovah, me I pray. Let him laugh, let him weep, let him yell, let him sing. All they wanna say. Let him lay me traps and men to pray to Jehovah, me I pray. Let I be me instead of playing games. For chasing fame, let somebody sweat the lack of flames. No, living my life to the fullest and shout out my halala to the fullest. Let my lungs out. I'm still rising up to greater heights as long as
Hello, Ponjos and Bonani. Welcome to Rise to Greater Heights Network, where you can turn your fears into greater success while seizing new opportunities. It is so significant to have a positive mindset, more especially under these circumstances. So this network has the potential to completely revolutionize every aspect of your life and career. My name is Dr. Riel Nkunene, and I'm going to be your host for today. So if you're watching us online, please feel free to put in the chat box where you're watching us from and what you hope to achieve from our podcast. Today, we are surrounded by greatness in the World Wide Web. We have amazing speakers who's going to share some nuggets on how to maintain a work-life balance. Maintaining a work-life balance. So in California, we have Katie Lamott. And in Louisiana, we have Dr. Vijay Prasad Predia. And in Tunisia, we have Donya Smida. So at this moment, I'm just going to let our speakers to introduce themselves. You can go ahead, Katie.
Good morning, good afternoon, wherever you are. I'm so excited to be here. Let's see, I think I'm supposed to say something that's not in my bio. So interesting thing to know about me. So I'm Katie Lamort again, and I am on my third career in my relatively short life, but the constant in every career that I've had, first I was an environmental planner, then I was in HR, and now I'm a life coach. And the theme through all of those and the reasons that I got into all of them was to help people and bring the best out to as many people as I could in different forms. So that is my main motivator that has led me through life. And I'm just really excited to be here with you all today.
Oh, wow. It's such a great honor to have you, Katie. And I am really, really looking forward to hear more of your message today. And thank you for saying yes. You can go ahead, Dr. Predia, and please introduce yourself.
Hi, I'm Dr. Fredia, and I'm known as the High Energy Queen because I am a 7 to 8 years young fitness coach, and my doctor says I have the heart of a 20-year-old. I work with entrepreneurs and people who say they do not have time to exercise. I choreograph 5-minute fitness routine that you can include in your day so there's no excuse.
Oh, wow, wow. What an honor to have you amongst us, Dr. Predia. And really, I am looking forward to hear more of those secrets that sustained you to be this young today. So I'm looking forward to hear more of your message. Thank you for being with us. You can go ahead.
You're welcome. It's a pleasure to be here.
Yes, yes. You can go ahead, Donya, and please introduce yourself.
Thank you. I'm also very happy to be with you today. And like Katie, I'm on my third career. I was a chemical engineer for a few years, and then in corporate managing teams, and then now a stress management coach. So you can see here, I'm a very rational person. So I wanted to give you an extra thing. I love tarot, and I love reading tarot for myself and for others.
Oh, wow. Oh, wow. What an honor to have you all the way from Tunisia. And really, I'm looking forward to be inspired, to be motivated by your message, Donya. Thank you for being with us today. So, Katie, I have a question for you. I can see your billboard coming down there in the busy highway in California. What will your billboard say?
Well, my billboard would have to match my cup, which says she believed she could, so she did. And I feel, I don't know who said it, but there's this quote that I love that is, every great thing that's ever happened started with someone trying. And it's so true. And it's so simple. When you're trying to do great things or you're trying to do the impossible, it's often just that small step, that just gets you either in the right mindset to just believe that you could do it or believe that you could even try to do it. And that is what snowballs into amazing, amazing action and results.
Oh, wow, wow. She believed she could, and she just did that. She just did that. She didn't wait for the world to confirm that, hey, you can actually do this, but she just believed. The moment you believe, because it's a mindset thing, the moment you believe, you can achieve anything in this world. I love it. Wow, I love it. How about you, Dr. Predia? Maybe your billboard is already down there in the busy highway in Louisiana. We don't know. What will it say?
My billboard would say, love yourself enough to live a healthy lifestyle. That's what mine would say, because there's only one of you and you have to take care of that oneness.
Love yourself enough to live a healthy lifestyle, because you know what? The love that you just want to give to the world, it must first start with this person. If you can't love this person, you're not going to be able to share with the world you love. So love yourself first. If you love yourself first, you can achieve anything. You can become anything, and you can achieve that healthy lifestyle. Wow, wow. What a billboard. How about you, Donya? I don't know where your billboard is gonna be, because I saw on your timeline that you once lived in Switzerland and now Tunisia. What will your billboard say, and where is it gonna be?
I had to think about it because there's a lot of things that I really like. But for today, or those days, is if your dream is not crazy enough, just change it. It needs to be crazy, because if it's achievable, then it's a goal. I want you to dream so big that people tell you, hey, this person is not right in her mind. So I want that this is the dream that you have.
Wow. If your dream is not crazy enough, it's not achievable?
No, why? You need to have big dreams, so big that people think you're crazy. This is what I push people to believe in big dreams.
Wow. Yeah, they always say that if your dream doesn't scare you enough, so it goes with the craziness too. Wow, if that dream is not crazy enough, you can't really achieve it. If that dream is not crazy enough, you can't reach it. So it has to be crazy, so that the ones who are surrounding you, they'll be like just questioning you. Is this person okay? And until they realize that dream that you had, you've already achieved that dream. Wow, wow. What a profound billboard. What an amazing billboard that we have here. So I believe my billboard will be the fourth billboard driving down the highway. And it's going to say what? The sky is no longer the limit, but now the sky is our point of view. What is their viewing, what we want to achieve in the next 6 months, the next 3 months, because we don't have any limits. It's just a point of view. So let's all rise to greater heights. And it's definitely coming. So we're going to get started. We are going to California, where we have Katie Lamont. Katie Lamont is a life and leadership coach, but more importantly, a mom, wife, daughter, and a higher achiever just like you. Her journey involves balancing professional success with the thrills and challenges of motherhood, all enjoyed with a touch of a mom humor and a glass of wine. As a dedicated human resources professional, her ambition persisted after becoming a mom. Juggling a senior role and motherhood, she faced sleep deprivation, self-doubt, and mom guilt. Following her second child and a promotion to HR director, maintaining balance became a struggle, leading to overwhelming exhaustion and postpartum depression. But here is where her story takes a positive turn. Katie transformed her life, achieving a balance that allowed her to thrive professionally, cherish family time, and prioritize self-care. She redefined success, overcoming postpartum depression, and rediscovering her self-worth. Katie understands the challenges of juggling professional ambitions with the demands of motherhood. Her coaching blends professional expertise with personal understanding. She has navigated the path her clients are on and guide them towards finding their unique balance, fulfillment, and joy in being both an exceptional mom and a successful professional. So, kings and queens, please join me and welcome Katie Lamont.
Thank you. Thank you for that wonderful introduction. And well, I know my niche, my passion is really focused on moms and working moms. I do want to say that, you know, especially for today, a lot of what I'm going to talk about, while it's from that perspective, it really does apply to really everybody, regardless if you're a parent or not a parent. So especially when I'm talking about being a super mom or motherhood, like just if that doesn't ring true for you, just replace it with something that does, like success or whatever your goal in life is. So I just kind of want to start with that. Yeah, I guess from there I'll jump in. So today I want to talk about something that I'm so passionate about, and it's this idea of being a super mom. And you know, I want to talk about what does that mean? Is that even something we should be shooting for? There's so much societal and social media pressure to be this perfect paragon, right? You've got the amazing career, you're the perfect mom who cooks all the dinners from scratch and shows up for every kid activity. You're incredibly supportive and engaged wife. And oh, by the way, you've also got this amazing self-care routine, and you've got it all. And I find that a lot of moms, you know, they feel this pressure to do it all, and they get overwhelmed. And it becomes to feel impossible for them. And they, you know, they get, it leads to burnout and kind of this guilt, like, oh God, like if other moms could do it, why can't I do it? Like, what am I doing wrong? I'm not enough. You know, all these really horribly sad, you know, self-talk. But on the other hand, another thing that I see, especially on Instagram right now, that's trending is this idea of the grunge mom, right? So we're seeing more and more reels of the at least for me, I'll say a little bit more relatable mom who's got the super messy bun, chasing the kids around, looking exhausted, looking worn down. And I totally understand how that's more relatable, but then I find myself asking, but is that really what we want as well? Like, yeah, it's a little bit more relatable, but do we really want to be the grunge mom, or at least the grunge mom all the time? And so when I stop to think about super mom and do we want to be a super mom, I think we have to take a step back and realize that both of these messages, they're still external messages, right? They're still taking this external point of view and putting it on your very unique life. And so when you're thinking about work-life balance and being a supermom, I think the first thing you have to do is reclaim your power to define what that means to you. And that can be really scary. Like when you think about claiming your power over your life and claiming your power over your definition of what it means to be great. Um, that's terrifying, right? If you're a Marvel fan, a Spider-Man fan, I think Uncle Ben says it perfectly. That with great power comes great responsibility, because not only do you have the power to succeed, you have the power to fail when you grab that power. But I also, I want to make a pause there as well, because what is failure? Because failure is not trying something and not getting it right. It's not pivoting to something new. It's not even taking a break to care for yourself and re-energize yourself. When you really think about what is failure, failure is never getting up again. Failure is not moving forward towards the life that you want and letting life lead you around and tell you how you should feel and what metrics you should meet. It's giving up that control. And for me, that's really what failure is. Anything else is not failure as long as you're trying, or even taking a break from trying. It's all about balance, right? You've got to give yourself a little bit of both. And so once you decide to claim that power, and like my billboard said, you just, you take that moment to just believe, even if you don't believe all the time, because we all have self-doubts, right? But as long as you bring yourself to that belief that you can make a change, that you can do something about your life, then really the next step is redefining, okay, what does it mean to have work-life balance to me? What does it mean to be a super mom to me? What definition fits in my life? What feels true to me? Um, and, the other kind of interesting trend on social media right now is I see the word work-life balance getting attacked a little bit. And people are saying, oh, it's a myth, it's not true. But then they just replace work-life balance with words like work-life harmony or synchrony. And, again, I think it doesn't matter what words you use to describe it. It really gets back to how are you defining how you want your life to be? And for me, what work-life balance really means, because it's never meant spending a 50-50 time in any sphere of my life. It's never meant that to me. What it means to me is showing up in any sphere of my life, whether it's showing up as a mom, as a career woman, as a wife, as just me, without the guilt that I'm not showing up as something else in that moment. And that's what work-life balance is to me. And so everyone, no matter who you are, the first step and the secret to true work-life balance and enjoyment is really defining that for yourself. And then from there, it's really like 5 steps. And it's so funny because these steps, I never claim to have discovered anything that's truly new. Every self-help book that you pick up is going to walk you through these same 5 steps. And so it's just about finding ways to fit it in your life. So again, whether you're a mom, a CEO, a student, whatever your dream is, after you define it or you believe that you can do something, the next thing is to define your values and know what are your values and what are the stories and the experience in your life that has created these values in your life, and really taking it a step further to prioritize, because we all have lots of values and a lot of times they come into conflict, right? And that's where that mom guilt comes from. But when you take the time to prioritize and be like, okay, this is my highest value, this is my next highest value, this is, my third highest value, it really helps with those difficult decisions and knowing, okay, no, this is why I'm doing this. So once you get that baseline and then you've got that beautiful vision of what you want your life to be, the next is making a plan, right? And there's so many ways to make a plan. The one that is really, really popular is making a SMART goal, or I prefer the smarter goal because it gives you time to reflect and learn and adjust your plan if needed. But after that plan, you start getting those steps in place, then you got to think about, okay, what are the obstacles? What has stopped me in the past? And a lot of times for moms specifically, it's the mom guilt, right? And the stories that mom guilt tells us, and really any negative mindset, when you take a step back, they're just stories you're telling yourself. And if you can look at them a little objectively, you'll see that they're not necessarily true stories. It's just something that we've made up to give meaning to something. And when you take the time to stop and say, no, what is objectively true about this situation? Did I take the day off of work to care about my child because I don't care about my work? No, I took it off because my child needs me today and work will always be there. Or, am I going to work because I don't care about my child? Absolutely not. You're going to work to find fulfillment for yourself, to financially support your child so they can go to the best schools, or, go to the sports camp they want, or whatever your actual internal motivation is. So a lot of those mindset obstacles, when you just pause for a second, especially if they're tied to any kind of what I like to call false guilt, and really finding the truth, can really make that go away. And then from there, and I know Dr. Pratia will agree with this, you got to take care of yourself. You got to come up with a plan to re-energize yourself, because life is exhausting. It is. And so you've got to have that plan. And for me, the hardest thing about self-care is, and again, I'm going to speak from the mom perspective, is we always put ourselves last. We care so much about everyone around ourselves that we're the last person who gets our energy. And what I find is you got to flip that script, because you can't give to all the people that you love and give the most of yourself if you're not taking care of yourself. And everybody loves the metaphor of you can't pour from an empty cup, but I would bet a lot of moms feel like, look, I've been pouring from an empty cup for years now. But really what they have to realize is, yeah, they're pouring from an empty cup, but it's the bitter tea leaves that are left over. And if you're going to pour from your cup into the people that you love, into your children, why not make it a robust, energetic solution, whether it's coffee or tea or whatever it is, and how much more you can give if you're taking care of yourself and re-energizing yourself. And then the last step is really the relationships around you, and seeing where you need to say no and what relationships you need to have some boundaries with. We all have them in our lives. And then which relationships do you want to strengthen because they're really a positive force? And then what relationships do you want to grow, and learn and move into different spheres? And so for the last step is really, growing and defining those relationships. And so yeah, so again, it's nothing super new, but it works. That's why everybody has the same or very similar steps, is because it really, really works. It's how you find success and contentment and balance in your life. And it's really, it starts with taking control of that definition, knowing what balance means to you, or whatever word you want to use to describe it, and moving, and making a plan to achieve it. So that's what I came here to talk to you guys about today. And, if that resonated with you, or you're a very busy mom who's like, oh yeah, that sounds great, but I can't think about this, like I can't pause to wrap my head around it, I would really would love to invite you to join my email list, check out my website. At the end of April, I will be launching a online self-paced course, and it's 2 minutes a day. Everybody, you've got 2 minutes, Mom. I know you do. You can dedicate 2 minutes to yourself, 2 minutes a day for 30 days to improve your work-life balance, and go after your goals. So if that sounds like something you could fit into your life, please check out my website, sign up for my newsletter so you get the updates when that goes live and a little coupon on it. And the other way, if you're really, you're like, I am ready to claim my life, I am ready to move mountains, but you want a little bit of help, please, please, please reach out to me. I've got a handful of spots open for one-on-one clients. So let's do a discovery meeting, a breakthrough meeting, and let's start chasing your dreams. So I think that's it.
Wow, wow, Katie, I just dropped the mic because you've shared all the nuggets. You've started with the idea of reimagining supermom, because you've mentioned that moms are always under so much pressure from society, from social media, just to do it all. It's like we can do it all in this world, and by so doing, we are getting burnt out. And you've mentioned that you also empower moms to realize their own power, to define what motherhood in their eyes looks like, or maybe their career success looks like for themselves based on their unique value system. So the key takeaway from this, you've mentioned that we are the only one who has the power and the ability to create our own work-life balance in our lives. Because you know what? No one can do it for you if you can't do it for yourself. Wow, what a profound, much needed message. And I was just laughing when you were offering that 2 minutes per day, 2 minutes per day, like really? 1, 2. So I believe our audience will also reach out to you. Thank you so much, Katie, for sharing
You're so
such
welcome.
a profound message. Thank you.
Thank you again for having me.
Thank you. So now from California to Louisiana, where we have Dr. Viji Predia, sorry. Dr. Viji Predia is an accomplished and multi-talented individual known as the High Energy Queen. With a career spanning over 55 years, Dr. Predia has excelled in various fields, including teaching, dancing, fitness coaching, basketball coaching, choreography, photography, and inspirational speaking and mindset, life coaching. And she is also a published author of 4 books. Dr. Predia completed her academic journey with a Doctor of Education in Human Performance from the University of Southern Mississippi. She has recently received certifications for virtual coaching and mindset life coaching. Dr. Predia is also an author, and having published 4 books, and her memoir, Motivated by Dance, My Dream Realized, was released in 2018. She also wrote poetry, The Way I Did It, Remarkable Man, 5 poems celebrating men, and My Love, Your Love, Poetry of Love. So after retiring from the school system, Dr. Predia spent 10 years serving the children in the Delcambre, I hope I didn't butcher this, in Louisiana community where she grew up. She taught poetry reading, dance, physical fitness, and personal development to children in the community. Additionally, she oversaw the yearly Black Heritage program given by Saint Martin de Porres Church for over 10 years. All services were without pay. Wow, wow. Throughout her career, Dr. Predia has received several awards for her outstanding work. And in July 2021, she was inducted into the Grambling Legends Sports Hall of Fame. So kings and queens, please join me and welcome Dr. Viji Predia.
Thank you. Thank you for being here, for inviting me to be here. Hello, everyone. As both a fitness coach and a mindset coach, I have come to appreciate the critical balance between personal and professional life. And when we talk about work-life balance, we're referring to the life an equilibrium between professional responsibility and personal life. When an individual manages to allocate time and energy effectively across the board, which include the personal activity, the family activity, leisure, self-care, and social interaction. Our number one priority should be self-care. And I'm sure you knew I was coming with that one. You must love yourself enough to put yourself first. You cannot give what you do not have. Only when you are healthy and fit, you can give your best. You must have the energy to effectively do all that is required for a work-life balance. Many in the workplace say that they do not have time to include fitness in their daily routine, but you must. You must find time to put fitness in your day. I created 5-minute fitness, a routine, so that you can easily fit it in your day. Working requires a certain amount of energy, and one must be mindful of the energy that it takes to work and have some reserve energy for when they get home or any other responsibility that they have outside of work. To have energy required that you must engage in a fitness routine that will give you more energy level, will up your energy level. So the energy is very important to get you through the day. For me, that has been my Jumpstart 5 minutes fitness that I do every morning. And I've been doing it for 8 years. 5 minutes is all you need to get started. Today, I'd like to share the importance to establish boundaries in your work and personal life to lead a more fulfilling and sustainable lifestyle. It isn't about just managing your time, but about the mental and the emotional space. When we set clear boundaries, we respect our time, but our energy as well and our well-being. So we have to take care of ourselves. And when you look at your work hours and if you have certain specific work hours that you do, that would enhance the effectiveness of your work. And as a fitness coach and as an educator, I understand the importance of structure, whether it's in a workplace or it's the school curriculum. It applies when we apply the principle to our time and allocate our resources more effectively, we have better productivity. So this will help also. And another thing, you must prevent burnout. Burnout is a real threat in any passionate professional work. It stems from overcommitting ourselves. Sometimes we have a problem saying no, and we have to learn how to say no to prevent burnout. And remember, rest is not a luxury. It's a necessity. It's part of a program. Now, when you are good physically and mentally, you can produce more. You're more productive. So it's amazing to me that many people in the workforce do not take advantage of the vacation time. There's so many vacation time that's left in the bank. Young people, take your vacation. You need it to get yourself energized. And when you come back, you'll feel good and more productive. That's one thing I've always done. I reward myself and I go take vacation. Anytime they give me a break, I take my break. Even if I have to spend time with me, you'll feel much better when you go back to work. Boundaries allow us to prioritize our health by providing time for physical activity, proper nutrition, and mental health break. When we talk about mental health break in work, in your workplace, stop for a minute. If you feel overwhelmed, stressed out, take some deep breath. Let's try that for a minute. Inhale through your nose, exhale through your mouth. We're going to do 6 counts in, 6 count out. We're going to do that 3 times. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. One more. Inhale, exhale. And you can do that for a minute. And then I'll give you another one. And you will do this one for a minute as well. We're going to take 4 inhale, hold your breath for 4, and then exhale for 4. Okay? Here we go. Inhale, hold, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, hold 4, exhale. Those are some self-care breaks that you can do for yourself. So when you feel that you're overwhelmed, think about, I am number one, and I will take care of that oneness, okay? And for those who continue to say, I don't have time to exercise, I don't have exercise, remember, you are the only you will ever have. So you have to take care of that oneness. Love yourself enough to give yourself the very first 5 minutes of your day. 5 minutes of your day. And you can accomplish so much in 5 minutes. And if you check out the 5 minutes that I do, it gives you a lot of energy. And many people cannot do the 5 minutes at one time. And I say, don't worry about it. Do as many as you can until you reach the 5 minute of that particular fitness workout. When you work constantly, it invades your personal time, your relationship suffers. So make sure that you allow yourself to be fully present in your relationship, your family, your friends. So do not neglect your time after work. It's very, very important that you not neglect your time. Make sure that you are mentally ready. Mentally ready is very important. So when you look at what your wants are, what your needs are, and I will always emphasize this, take care of yourself first. In conclusion, I will say, have a clear boundary between work and personal life, just about creating a schedule that is satisfactory to you. Don't think in terms of what someone will say about what you're scheduling or how you're scheduling it, but you know what you need. You know the harmony that you need in your life and in your relationship. You want a lifestyle where productivity, health, and relationship are in harmony. Okay? So right now, I thank you for your time. I thank you for listening. And remember to take care of yourself, and you must dedicate yourself to care for you as you would others. Because sometimes we take care of others better than we take care of ourselves. But you are number one. Take care of that oneness, because that's what I always done. So that's why I am 78 years young and enjoying life. I am Dr. Fradia. To learn more about my 5-minute fitness routine, go to 5minutesfitnessgym.com. And to get my free ebook, go to 5minutesfitnessgym.com/mastermind/47829. Enjoy your day and think I love me.
Wow, Dr. Pradia. Wow, wow, what a profound message. I love me. I love that. I love that. You've started sharing on how we can actually revolutionize our fitness level with only like 5-minute fitness routine that we can apply into our lives to grow as young as you are. Love me first, because it's only one of you. No one else will be able to take care of you if you can't do it. And you've also mentioned that, we'll have to learn to set boundaries. Set boundaries between work and family. Set boundaries between, this is something I can really do now, or it can wait until I return to the office. Set those boundaries, because at some point in time, you'll have to be selfish about my me time too. You'll have to prioritize that time to take care of yourself. Because if you overcommit yourself, you've mentioned that this is the first step to being burnt out. So don't overcommit yourself. I know we love our coworkers. I know we love our bosses, but you know what? Set those boundaries and you will live beyond 78 young. Thank you so much, Dr. Pradia, for such a profound, much needed message. You know what? I'll go back and watch the replay over and over again. And at least today I had a moment to practice my breathing exercises earlier in the morning because of you. We appreciate you. Thank you so much, Dr. Pradia.
Thank you, and thank you very much for inviting me.
Yes, you're welcome. So now we are going to Tunisia, where we have Donia Smida, with over 17 years of corporate senior management experience and the journey of raising 3 children. Donia masters the art of balancing professional success with personal fulfillment. So as a certified coach and a hypnotist, she recognized by the Authority magazine, she transitioned to a stress management and a leadership coach and a speaker. Donia passionately advocates that achieving it all is not merely a dream, but a tangible reality for those committed to pursuing it. So kings and queens, please join me and welcome Donia Smida.
Thank you very much for having me. It was really a pleasure to listen to all those speeches, very inspiring. So thank you very much. So as you said, I will come from the stress management perspective and how reducing stress will help you to have this harmony between work and personal life. So let me know in the chat or in the Q&A, have you ever been stressed? I imagine a lot of people will just raise their hand and say yes. And was stress sometimes so overwhelming that it was not possible for you really to think straight? You were functioning on this autopilot and you could not go out and see the situation from another perspective. So stress can make you overwhelmed, and at the same time, you will forget about yourself. You will just do the things without thinking and forget that you have to take care of yourself. So this is my speech today, the need to reduce this stress in order to have this clarity, so you can really have this balance. I like to call it harmony because as Katie and Dr. Pradia said earlier, we are not here to say 50% have to go there, 50% have to go there. Every person is different. Every situation is different. It's just the harmony that you are looking for. Well, so it is possible to arrive at that stage. And did you know that most of the surveys that are done in the workplace show that stress is what ruins this work-life balance, according to surveys. I'm not saying this is the truth, but maybe it's also how you think about the situation. But naturally, people will say all this overwhelm, all this stress is ruining their balance. I was in corporate, as I said earlier, and having those 3 kids at home, and some mornings when I hear the alarm, I just want to switch it off and stay in bed and pretend I'm not here. I did not have the energy to wake up, to make the kids ready for school, to take them to school, to make myself ready and to confront a work day. I just wanted to stay there doing nothing. And okay, I was saying, no, this is normal, this is normal, this is work, this is life, it's like this. But when I realized that something was wrong, is when I was on leave, I was on vacation, and still I was not relaxed. I was not enjoying my time. Here, I just thought, something's wrong. You're not even enjoying your day off. You're not enjoying holidays. So here really, I understood that the thing that I needed to change is my perception of the situation. I have to work on me, what I like, what I don't like, and all the points that the 2 speakers just said earlier. Well, so if I done it, you can also do it. So the 3 things I wanted to share with you, the steps, the easy steps that you can start from today, is first, when I realized that most of the people, they would like to have 1 extra hour per day to sleep or to self-care. But when you ask them, did you do that? Did you really take care of yourself? They don't, because they're so tired and overwhelmed that they stay on the couch, just scrolling on social media, whatever. So the lack of energy, like you said earlier, you cannot pour an empty cup. So the lack of energy makes that you have the time, but sometimes you don't take advantage of that time for yourself. So the first thing I wanted to share with you is to, like the 2 others said, is to set boundaries. And here I want to go a step further in terms of boundaries. You have to set boundaries for your business life or work or whatever. So the professional life, set boundaries. What don't you accept here? For example, I don't accept that people call me after a certain number of hours, whatever. Just think, what can you not accept in your work? What can you not accept from your partner, direct partner? And then also from the social, from the family, and what do you need to know about yourself, also for the self or the me time. In all the 5 areas, explicitly write down what you will accept, what you will not accept. So you have to be founding those boundaries around the 5 areas. So you have really to sit down and write this down. The second point is to empty your brain and your head from all the stories that you are telling yourself, from all the things, because they're up to, I think I read it, 60,000 thoughts a day or something, and 80% of them are repetitive. Repeat again and again and again. So write them down. I need to do the insurance, I have to pay, I have to buy new clothes for the kids, I have to do this, I have to do my website, write everything down. So at least you empty your brain. And then you decide what to do with those lines that you found on your paper. Will you delegate? To whom? Will you do it yourself? When? Or will you just let it go? Maybe it's an old story that you're just reminding yourself, but there's nothing to do. It can be an old friend that you had an argument with, and then you imagine all the conversation that you will have with this person. Just let go of this thought and be the person that controls your mind. Don't let your mind control you. And this comes to the last point. Be committed not to live in this gray zone. What I call gray zone is when you're with your family, you're thinking about your job. When you're in working, you think about the kids. When you're with the kids, you think that should be my me time. So whenever you are somewhere but thinking about something else, just bring back your thoughts to that moment and enjoy that moment. Okay, so for me, those were the 3 things that I encourage you. It's free, you can do it. And if you want to go deeper, I also share an audio hypnosis to reduce stress. You can just send me a message. I will write my Facebook and I will send it to you if you put the name of the podcast. So Rise to Greater Heights, and then I will send it to you for free. Otherwise, if you want to go even deeper, you can also contact me for a one-on-one coaching. And remember, everything is within you. You can change your life. Voila.
Wow, wow,
you.
Donya. You know, I think I should be the first person to reach out to you because I can be present, but my mind is still like, it's somewhere else. It's somewhere else. Wow, what a profound, much needed message. You've started sharing from your own experience on coaching for stress management by kind of teaching us the crucial skills of managing stress in order for us to be able to accelerate our goal achievements. And you've addressed the removal of limiting beliefs on us that prevent us from, pursuing our dreams, our vision. And I like the way both of you with Dr. Preda, like the way you are stressing so much on setting those boundaries.
Yes.
I believe it can take us far, just setting those boundaries. I'm just gonna go back and watch the replay, and I believe that our audience really, they will reach out to you because we need someone like this, someone who will hold you accountable for your own actions. Thank you so much, Donya, for sharing such a profound, much needed message. Thank you.
You're welcome, and thank you very much for this opportunity.
Oh, you're welcome. It's an honor to us. Let me check our audience online, really, because the way I've been inspired, I believe our audience have been really, really inspired too. I can see Clela Goodwill watching with us. And Mariah is saying this is 100% right. And Jarvis Bestman is saying that a goal that is achievable and measurable is what every leader must prioritize, and redefining purpose. And Mariah is saying that define your values. Define your values. I can see Benoit watching and Annalie, they are giving us all the love that we need on this platform. And Princess Sebe is saying stress management. Stress management. Yes, I believe she was referring to you, Donya. And Christopher Hunter is saying that love hypnosis, great for the adult mind. I believe really our audience have been inspired, they've been motivated from all of your amazing messages. So to our audience online, please feel free, if you happen to have any questions to any of the speakers today, please feel free to drop your questions in the chat box. And you know what, we're going to attend to your questions at the end of the podcast. So it's not going to be a show without me showing up and showing off. But before I speak, here is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna share my bio with you, and I will come back and speak. So please do enjoy. I want you, as you think about your dreams and goals, to put this down. Rise to greater heights. Rise to greater heights, because you need to be clear about your career goals in order for you to gain guidance on professional development. Really, my goal as a mentor or as a coach, it's so simple. My goal is to study your current situation, identify limiting beliefs and other potential obstacles that you might be facing, and then design a plan of inspired action to empower you to pursue success and drive sustainable. I think whosoever said that the sky is the limit was wrong. From today on, I, Dr. Riel and Kunene, believe that the sky is our point of view. Mom. So I think whosoever said that the sky is the limit was wrong. From today on, I, Dr. Riel and Kunene, believe that the sky is our point of view. So let's all rise to greater heights. Point of view. So let's all rise to greater heights. Rise to greater heights.
Dr. Nampumelelo Rial Kunene is an international human rights policy analyst who consults on policies and procedures related to human rights compliance. She is a highly sought-after, energetic, certified Lace Brown international speaker. This passionate leader holds a PhD with a discipline in leadership and business. Dr. Rial N. Kunene is the author and host to Rise to Greater Heights, a book and YouTube channel to turn your fears into greater success while seizing new opportunities. She is also a coach, mentor, and an MC, well known for encouraging many to rise from mediocrity into greatness. Her vision is not only to motivate, but also to empower audiences with a fresh perspective inspiration they require to pursue success and drive sustainable outcomes. In a seriously funny way, Dr. Kunene is an award-winning author, 10 times #1 Amazon and international best-selling author. Her #1 best-selling book, Rise to Greater Heights, has inspired and empowered many to pursue their personal and professional passion to become go-getters. As a trainer, diplomacy protocol officer, and strategist, Rial believes that we are in full control of our choices. Her mission is to meet the needs and transform lives of her clients and her audience. She is also a true advocate for creating new policies that uphold human rights and prevent human rights violations. Dr. Kunene's purpose is to teach everyone about human rights and help organizations understand and promote human rights. Her goal is to study your current situation, identify limiting beliefs, then design a plan of inspired action to empower you to achieve specific outcomes in your life. This change maker, trailblazer, and revolutionary is pushing boundaries and creating a real change worldwide. Like a phoenix that never accepted defeat and rose from its own ashes, she wants to challenge you to unleash your greatness and rise to greater heights. Dr. Rial N. Kunene wears many hats. As a professional certified sales manager, CEO, certified travel counselor, publisher, medical esthetician, philanthropist, and a commissioner for oaths, following her dreams gave her purpose to see her goals through and understand that she does have everything she needs to reach her full potential. Her everyday message is that your journey to be a better person starts with you. So knowing who you are to your core will make you understand that you are the only one who can accomplish your dreams. Hebrews 11, Psalms 27 and 40 keeps her to rise to greater heights. The sky is no longer the limit, but now the sky is our point of view. So let's all rise to greater heights. Kings and queens, please join me. Welcome, Dr. Rial N. Kunene.
Thank you so much, amazing speakers, and thank you for setting the bar high and sharing all the nuggets that we really need in order for us to maintain work-life balance. Like Katie shared about the idea of reimagining Supermom, and she has empowered moms to realize their own power to define what motherhood and career success for themselves, like based on their unique value system. And then Dr. Predia, on the other side, she shared on how we can actually revolutionize our fitness level with a only 5-minute fitness routine to grow young as well as with more energy. And then Donya on the other side, she shared from her own coaching experience for stress management and leadership by teaching us all the crucial skills that we need in order for us to manage our own stress. So kings and queens, if you can please write it down, please write this down. Secrets to improve, achieve, and maintain a work-life balance. Secrets, those are the secrets that I'm gonna share on improving, achieving, and maintaining a work-life balance, because often balancing work and family is an issue for almost every family out there, and maintaining a work-life balance is only easy when you are a sole trader, like you don't have any dependents around you. So there are many strategies that that our speakers have already shared on how you can achieve and maintain that work-life balance. And I'm just going to share some more nuggets on that one, which can actually help families to cope. Kings and queens, you really don't have to see the whole staircase in life to get to the top, but you need to take the first step to get to the top. As my mentor always say, that you don't have to be great to get started, but you have to get started to become great in life. So get started today by maintaining that work-life balance. The first thing that you'll have to do, like I know most of our speakers here have already shared, is to set goals and prioritize time. Set goals and prioritize time. You know, with so many demands on our time, you may have a to-do list with more tasks on it. So you need to set achievable goals that you are really passionate about and achieve that. So you also have to prioritize your own health and manage your own mind, whether you are like a CEO or just a go-getter in that workplace. Your overall physical, emotional, and mental health should be your main concern. You know, it's so easy like to let things like exercise and diet go by the wayside once things get busy in the office. We can agree, we can all agree to that, because I know that you know, the body that we have today, that's the only body that can help us. That's the only body you're going to get, and it needs to carry you until the end of your game. So you'll have to prioritize your own health first and foremost, which will make you a better person. If you prioritize your own health, you're gonna become a better person. And that's why it's critical to continue to keep your body strong and healthy enough for it to be able to carry you until the end of your game. So it's a wake-up call, kings and queens. It's a wake-up call for us to maintain that work and life balance. It's a wake-up call. But when that alarm clock goes off, please don't ever hit the snooze button. Don't be like, I will wake up in the next 2 minutes, I will wake up in the next 4 minutes. You know what? Forever is a long time. Why don't you wake up, get going, and take time for yourself, and also be selfish about your me time? You know, self-care is imperative. It's very crucial. It's something you should do no matter how tired you are. When personal issues arise, don't ever give up on the time that you have dedicated just for yourself. Please, I beg of you, just drag yourself, you know, drag yourself out of the door. If you're that individual like who has a desire for fitness classes that you can enjoy the most, and just do whatsoever you feel like, you know, on your me time. This is how it's going to help me to maintain my work-life balance. It's going to help me to improve on my health, because you will never have time to do other things outside of your work. Regardless of what you choose to do with your me time, really, afterwards you will be in a better humor and be happy that you did something just for yourself. So if you can also like take the time for vacation, like Dr. Predia mentioned, and have fun. Just have fun on that vacation. Like Donya mentioned that, you know, truly unplugging, it means that you'll have to shut work completely off for a while. Like if you're on vacation, let your mind be there. Let your mind be present on that vacation. Even, you know, a long weekend every quarter of the year is better than just not doing anything for yourself, because we only go around once. Whether your vacation, it consists of a one-day staycation or maybe a 2-week trip to Bali, it's important that you enjoy your life and make time for fun. You need this. But one thing that you'll have to understand, I know what's Katie. I know Katie, she had a different view on the cup. With me, I still believe that you can't give from an empty cup. You really can't give from an empty cup, but you'll have to fill up your cup first, and then you're going to be able to share with the world from the overflow. So fill your cup first, fuel yourself first before you start sharing with the world, because you can't really give from an empty cup. So if you're a spiritual person, it takes a lot of practice to balance life in your spiritual side too. So our personal work life is incredibly important to lead to a fulfilling life, and also our spiritual area of life, it needs to be nurtured too, in order for you to be able to achieve balance and find a deeper meaning in life. So this could be making a trip to church on a Sunday, like I do, for your connection with your God to feel refreshed and ready to tackle the world. So being present truly is a practice. So maybe you feel like you've been called to make a difference in this world, or anything that can quiet the mind from excessive chatter. It can only help our productivity to and give us focus. Like my everyday pocket says that, beloved, I pray that you may prosper in all things and be in good health, just as your soul prospers. So it's high time you fuel your spiritual being so that you are in a good position to be able to be productive, to focus by being fueled spiritually. So as flight attendants always say that, you know what, put on your oxygen mask first before you assist the person who is sitting next to you. Because if you don't, trust me, when that flight goes down, you will definitely go down, because you forgot to put that oxygen mask first to yourself before you even assist your neighbors, your children. Because the reality is, your journey to be a better person, it doesn't start with your children. It doesn't start with your neighbors. It doesn't start with your spouse. The reality to be a better person, it starts with you. So knowing who you are to your core, it will make you understand that you have everything around you to reach to your full potential. So don't ever, ever give up on your heart's desires. You know, just recall this, just in case you can't find a way for that moment, that you can have the drive within you to become what you really want in life. The drive is just inside of you. You know, I am a firm believer of affirmations. So we're going to affirm this together. We're going to affirm this together by placing our left hand on our chest as if we're taking an oath, and we're going to raise our right hand. So you're going to affirm this with me, that I can have the drive within me to become what I really want in life. Can you say it one more time, as if you have faith in your own powerful voice? And guess what? It will echo throughout the whole universe. Say, I can have the drive within me to become what I really want in life. Yes, just give yourself a round of applause, because you can have the drive within you to get where you want to be in the next 6 months, to become what you really want to be in life. The drive is just inside of you. It's not from the outside of you. It's just inside of you, just fueling you to become what you really want in life. It's going to take you to your destination, because the drive is just inside of you. You know, it's so funny how my mom and dad gave me this beautiful, beautiful name, Nompumelelo. I know many, when they try to say my name, they always butcher my name, but Nompumelelo, in my own language, really, Nompumelelo, it means mother of all success. So you can see that I am really, really challenged to chase after success. No matter what comes my way, I'll have to chase after success. So if I may ask you, how many of you have dreams and goals that you want to achieve, maybe, let me say, in the next 6 months? I know myself, I am one of those, yes. I want you, as you think about your dreams and goals, to put this down. Rise to greater heights. rise to greater heights, because you need to be clear about your career goals in order for you to gain guidance on our professional development. So as a coach and as a mentor, like many of us here, my goal is so simple. My goal is to study your current situation, identify limiting beliefs and other potential obstacles that you might be facing, and then design a plan of inspired actions to empower you to become successful in life and achieve specific outcomes in your life. You know, I so wish that you can just tell yourself that, you know what, all these amazing speakers have shared more nuggets on how you can actually maintain that work-life balance. So it's high time you go out there and be the change and make a difference. But the change that we want to see, it must first begin with you. So in order for you to go out there and be the change and make a difference, you've got to be hungry. You've got to be hungry like a hungry lion in the jungle. Really, that hungry lion in the jungle, it doesn't matter what kind of animal comes his way. It doesn't matter if you're that giant elephant or that small squirrel by the jungle. All that hungry lion sees in front of his face is lunch. Yes, it's lunch. And it's so funny though, because even with elephants, when they see a lion, what they do is that they run. It's all about the mindset. Once you believe, you become. They already told themselves that, you know what, I'm a lunch to that lion. So each and every time when I see a lion, I'll have to run. I believe that's the lion mindset that we need in order for us to be the change, to make a difference, to make a difference to our loved ones, by first telling ourselves that, you know what, I am just the king of the jungle. No one is going to tell me that I am the king in the jungle, but my mindset is just telling me that I am the king of my life. I'm the queen of my life, and I'll have to maintain that as work-life balance, because I believe that, you know what, we all rise together and we rise by lifting each other up. We don't rise by tearing anyone down or maybe stepping on another person to get to the top, but we rise by lifting each other up. And in that way, we're gonna rise to greater heights. You know, it's so funny. When I was in the eighth grade, I was nicknamed Phoenix. I'm just gonna cut the story short here. I was nicknamed Phoenix after writing a composition using the idiomatic expression that says, I rose from the ashes like a phoenix bird, meaning I became successful again. Really, that English teacher, she didn't know that the nickname Phoenix, it resonates with me. And it also aligns with my destiny. So for those of you who don't know the phoenix bird, the phoenix is a Greek mythological bird believed to rise from its own ashes after being buried like hundreds of years ago. This immortal creature, it acquires new life by rising from the ashes of its own ancestor, which represents our capacity for vision and success. So I want to encourage you, if you're watching and listening under my voice today, that when your world comes crashing down, wear your scars to show how a phoenix feels like to die from inside, and trust in your own capability to rise from your own ashes, since the phoenix has to die, burn, and experience pain before resurrection from its own ashes. Please write this down. Write this down in conclusion. Resilience to greatness. Resilience to greatness. And I know you've heard this before, that your setback is your setup for your comeback. Your setback is your setup for your comeback. So if I can be honest with you, I don't know what goals you've set for the next 6 months. I don't know what dreams you have for your own future. But here is one thing I know about you. You are destined for greatness. Inside of you, God has put seeds of excellence. Those seeds are supposed to grow and flourish. But many people have become crippled by their past encounters, and some have stepped over other people to get to the top. But I believe that God has a better plan for every one of us. And your objective is what we were designed for and the reason why you live today. With God, I believe that we're all destined for greatness as long as we follow his strategy. This is when the growth commences, because discovering your gifts and following God's idea, it will make you understand that you have everything around you to reach your full potential. So my everyday inspiration, Mr. Les Brown, he once said, if you had to die today, at this very moment, at this hour, what dreams, what ideas, what visions, what goals, what skills, what talents, and what books will die with you? And the late Dr. Miles Monroe continued saying that the richest place on this planet is the cemetery, because that's where all the goals, all the visions, all the skills, all the talents have been buried. Honestly, I don't know about you, but with me, I remember it very well, listening to all these amazing messages, and it stirred something within me. So that was when I decided just to follow my dreams, which gave me a purpose to see my goals through and understand that I do have everything around me to reach to my full potential. So this year, I'm also determined to rise to greater heights with as many motivated individuals who are maybe ready to start, grow, and scale their businesses within 90 days. Perhaps you're that individual who, you started writing your book and then you were like, you know what, I don't have time for this. So you decided to put that book aside, and you were like, the right time will come. Trust me, that right time will never ever come if you don't create it. So perhaps if you are just that individual who just want to write and publish your #1 best-selling book, and that book, it has to be selling, not just being kept in the Amazon shelves. So I offer a free, no obligation 30-minute friendly Zoom consultation call, which will allow me to find out more about the issues that you are experiencing, and also to see if you are a perfect fit for any of my programs, because I don't work with just everyone, but I just work for those individuals who are just a perfect fit for any of my programs. So if you're interested in becoming a public speaker, an author, a coach, maybe you're just that entrepreneur who just want to multiply your income by doing what you truly love, what you're passionate about, and making a real impact out there, really, I just want to empower you to become a highly effective and an inspiring leader with personalized, measurable, but a scalable program. So go on my website at www.risetogreaterheights.com. And yes, everything I do in life and in business, it comes with a guarantee. So if whatsoever reason you sign up for any of my programs and it doesn't work for you, trust me, 100% money back guarantee, because I know I'm using the same system I've used for my business that I'm sharing with you, and I know it's definitely gonna work, because my ultimate goal is that you feel extremely confident about your purpose. So we'll take it one step at a time, and you are definitely going to transform. So if you give me your why, I'll show you the how. How cool is that? So this consultation, it offers accountability, education, growth, as well as success. And you might have to ask yourself, why is she doing this? Why now? I've been there, I've done that, and I know how it feels like. I remember myself like 5 years ago, I was completely lost in the hustle. I was exhausted. I was overwhelmed. I remember I had a ton of ideas, but there was no tried and true strategy to run with my ideas. So it was only when I invested in coaching and I created my first premium offer, and then things started to change. And I built an income generating business, just doing what I truly love and what I'm passionate about today. So just making a real impact, making a real impact out there. So now it's your turn to build your own wealth, because the power is just inside of you. So go out there and book that free consultation call, no obligation, 30 minutes free consultation call on Zoom. It's at www.risetogreaterheights.com. Because you know what, growing up, I didn't have much in life, because my father decided to have an early departure from this planet Earth. But I thank God that I missed that flight, because I'm still here. I'm still sharing my message. I'm still impacting as many lives as much as I can, because I had everything because of my mama's love. And I love you, love you, love you, love you, love you so much, Mom. So I think whoever say that the sky is the limit was wrong. From today on, I, Dr. Riel Ngunene, believe that the sky is our point of view. So let's all rise to greater heights. Thank you so much, amazing speakers. So at this moment, please feel free to share once again with the audience how they can reach out to you, how they can work with you, any freebie you want to offer. And also remember to share your final thoughts on how to maintain a work-life balance. So Katie, the stage is yours, Queen.
Thank you again. Oh, this has been so beautiful and inspiring. I'm so glad I got to join you guys today. So if you want to stay in contact with me, definitely check out my website, katiescoachingcorner.com, or you can follow me on Instagram, Balanced Mama Confessions, for a little bit of humor and work-life balance tips and hacks. And my final thoughts, oh God, there were so many wonderful tips today, but it's what I noticed is every single person's story started with, they tried. They didn't know how they were going to get there. They maybe didn't 100% believe in themselves, but we've all decided we're going to try. And that is what has led all of us to greatness and balance and success. So I guess that's how I'll wrap it up.
Oh, wow. Thank you. Thank you so much, Katie. I believe that our audience will definitely reach out to you because we need an accountability partner in life. So Katie's coachingcorner.com is your go-to website if you want to stay connected with Katie. Thank you so much, Katie, for your time. You can go ahead, Dr. Pradia. Please share with the audience.
Yes, thank you for having me here today. I enjoyed every minute of it, listening to the other two people on the panel. You can reach me at 5 minutes, the number 5minutefitnessgym.com to get more information about the 5-minute fitness. And to get my ebook, it's 5, the writing it out, FIVE, 5 minutes fitness gym dot mastermind.com/mastermind/47829. And I want everyone to remember to love yourself first, take care of yourself first, know that you're important, value yourself, and do what makes you happy. Don't worry about what others would think that you need to be doing. Do what you feel is right for you and your family. And for me, sometimes I give myself a break from my husband. I tell my husband I'm going on vacation and you are not invited. Bye-bye now. So take those me breaks. Have a great day, everyone.
Oh, thank you so much, Dr. Predia. You know, we've learned a lot from you. I just love the way your website is everything like 5 minutes. You will never go wrong with 5 minutes. So, kings and queens, please do reach out to Dr. Predia because you know you need someone who will help you to grow young. And she's the one. She's the one. So go out there and reach out to her. Thank you so much, Dr. Predia. Thank you for your time. You can go ahead, Donya, please, and share with
Thank
the
you.
audience.
It was really amazing. I even learned new things. So I'm also grateful for all the values that you have shared. I put my name, so Donya, Smida, SMIDA. This is my LinkedIn as well as the Facebook. Don't hesitate to reach out. I believe that our unconscious mind drives us. So it's very important also to go there and eliminate a lot of stuff. And my last thought is, remember, if you learn something, you will forget almost everything after 24 hours. You can read, you can listen to amazing speakers, you can read the best books. You will forget most of it after 24 hours. If you don't practice, if you don't take this extra step, either by doing the job yourself or like Katie said, to practice, to try, then you will not learn.
Wow, wow, wow. Thank you so much, Donya. And that is so true. That is so true because whatsoever you've learned today, just apply it. And then in that way, it's going to be a permanent thing in your own mind everywhere because it's all about the subconscious mind. So if we train this guy up here, we're going to be able to carry everything all along. And for the fact that you specialize on stress management, like you've asked us from the beginning, is there anyone in this group who has never ever been stressed? 0%. Everyone, like, with stress, it doesn't matter. Maybe you're stressed once a week, you're getting stressed once a week, but on a daily basis, we are stressed because at some point in time, we get so stressed. We are worried about the future. We're not even in the future, which kind of take all of our energy, our valuable energy, instead of just being present in the present. Wow. Thank you so much, Doya. I think our audience really, they will reach out to you because we need someone who will just hold you hand by hand guide you. This is how you can really eliminate being stressed in the long run because of ABCD. Thank you so much. Thank you so much to
Thank you. Thank you.
Yes, thank you so much to all our amazing speakers. You know what? You've shared your wisdom with us on this platform. I know we are all busy and you are also busy, but for you to spare that 90 minutes just to be with us here at Rise to Greater Heights Network, we really don't take it for granted. We appreciate you. We are so humbled. We are so honored to have you amongst us, for you to share your wisdom, your experiences with us. We've been really, really inspired. So we appreciate all of you. And to our audience online, thank you. Thank you so much for joining us here at Rise to Greater Heights Network, where you can turn your fears into greater success while seizing new opportunities. I hope from all these amazing messages, from all these amazing speakers, you've been inspired, you've been motivated, and you are ready to rise to greater heights. So do join us next week at the same time, same place. Thank you. Merci. Sia Bonga.
Let him laugh, let him weep, let him yell, let him sing. All they wanna say. Let him lay me traps and men to pray to Jehovah, me I pray. Let him laugh, let him weep, let him yell, let him sing. All they wanna say. Let him lay me traps and men to pray to Jehovah, me I pray. Let I be me instead of playing games. For chasing fame, let somebody set the lack of flames. No,
living my life to the fullest and shout out my halala to the fullest. Let my lungs out. I'm still rising up to greater heights as long as